If you have been trying to figure out what to do with your life, start a new business, or struggling to overcome a setback, watch this video to discover how Jeff Nippard refocused his dream of playing in the NBA to become a very successful fitness influencer and YouTuber. Jeff is a Canadian fitness influencer who was obsessed with basketball as a teenager, and for him, going to the NBA was everything he wanted to do. But there was a problem. He was 1.65 meters tall and considerably short for an aspiring professional basketball player. He used to watch and idolize basketballers like Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, and Allen Iverson. But he was particularly inspired by Allen Iverson, who, despite being short for a basketballer, was still regarded as one of the best at the time. Jeff recalls that Allen had a tattoo on his arm which read, "Only the strong survive." That phrase resonated with him because he saw that Allen had overcome the limitation of his height to become a successful basketballer. Jeff believed that if Allen could do it, then he too could. So he began trying to jump higher than everyone else on the court so that he could be an exceptional basketballer. To improve his vertical jump, he would do thousands of skips a day and was practically obsessed with anything that had to do with jump training. But at a point, Jeff felt he had to be realistic about his limitations and strengths. When he was at the gym, he noticed he was making so much progress with weights and felt his hands were better for bodybuilding than basketball. That brings us to the first principle from Jeff. Be realistic about your strengths and limitations. So let's say you've always wanted to be a doctor, but you find yourself always singing and performing on stage. At this point, you might want to consider capitalizing on your strengths. So if you are better at singing than biology, I'll be saying chase your singing career. As George Burns said, I'd rather be a failure at something I love than a success at something I hate. Now, these kinds of decisions will not be easy to make because you may have invested your whole life hoping one day you'll wear that graduation gown, be on national TV, or sit at the CEO of a multi-million-dollar business. But if you make the decision after a very honest assessment of your skills, you will most likely succeed. So do not fear to be realistic with yourself, with the things you are good at and the ones you struggle at. That leads us to the second principle from Jeff. Be innovative. When Jeff started taking an interest in bodybuilding, he observed that all the best science-based coaches and athletes were powerlifting in their off-season from bodybuilding, basically separating the two. But Jeff had another idea. He thought he could build his body and be strong at the same time. And he began to focus on training to build muscle and strength at the same time. Now, according to Jeff, he read widely and discovered that a science-based approach would help him achieve this. He began to concentrate all the energy and passion he once poured into basketball into powerlifting and bodybuilding. If he could not play professional basketball, he was going to go all the way into powerlifting and move into the fitness industry. This was going on while Jeff was still in school studying biochemistry, and it was not an easy run at all. Jeff would wait until after classes at 11 p.m. to catch a bus to the gym, which was 30 minutes away. There, he would train till about 2:30 a.m. before catching the bus home to prepare for classes at 8 a.m. Sometimes, you must push yourself to the limit to succeed. Now, whatever you do, think about doing something differently. People love to see the innovation you are bringing to the table. If you are a chef, introduce a new recipe. If you are a musician, try mixing different genres to bring a new taste and vibe to your music. If you are an event organizer, try organizing an event in a new location. You will be surprised at the reception. Hey, before I go into the third principle from Jeff, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. On this channel, we focus on successful people who overcame their limitations to succeed, and we encourage you to apply those same principles into your life so that you can succeed as well. So now let's look at the third principle from Jeff: don't give up. Now, Jeff's hard work paid off and he won a silver medal at the Canadian Nationals for powerlifting. But he knew that he would need to improve on his deadlifting to compete in the Arnold, which is like the best competition in the world. So he began deadlifting 5 days a week until one day everything crashed. While he was in a training session at the gym, he felt his back become rock solid and had to be carried out of the gym on a stretcher. This meant he had to drop out of the Arnold competition he desperately wanted to be in. To further compound the problem, Jeff became afraid that he was going to get injured again if he went back to the gym. Now that set him back for a while, but at the same time, he had started gaining popularity online as athletes began to follow his fitness programs. It was at this time that Rise, a sports fitness brand in North America, approached him with the idea of his own signature line. Today, Jeff is a successful fitness expert, bodybuilder, and YouTuber with over 6 million subscribers. He is known for his science-based approach to training and nutrition. In addition to creating content, Jeff also develops workout programs that emphasize strength and muscle growth through scientifically sound principles, setting him apart in the fitness industry. You should not give up so quickly on your goals. There might be disappointments along the way, but that should not be the end of the road for you. If your proposal is rejected, write it again. If you are made redundant at work, look for another job or business you can do. And if your startup fails, start another one. Jeff was realistic about his strengths and limitations. He was innovative and he did not give up. If you capitalize on your strengths, if you are innovative, and if you don't give up, you will most likely succeed. Hey, let me know in the comments what your story is. Which one principle from Jeff are you going to apply to your own life? Now, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more inspiring stories about influential people. Always remember, with God, all things are possible. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.